And good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's broadcast here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. I'm Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast tonight, and it's the Bryan Golden Bears boys taking on the Delta Panthers as Bryan team comes into play with a record of 9-7 overall. They're 1-2 in league play, trying to move to even in league play, but Delta is trying to do the same. Both teams 1-2, tied with two other teams, part of a four-way tie actually for fourth place in the NWOAL standings. Overall, however, Bryan has the better record, 9-7 on the season, whereas Delta comes in at 3-10, looking for a marquee win. Bryan, they were able to pull out a victory on the road their last time out. That was against Fairview, coming back from 3 straight losses, including the most recent one against Archbold, a game where they had the lead for most of the first quarter, but Archbold took the lead at the end of the quarter and never looked back. They just pulled away as that game went on. But Bryan, they were able to take an 11-point lead in the first half of that game against Fairview, but Fairview fought back to tie the game, and then Bryan was able to pull away late in the second half and ended up winning by 11. The final score of that game was 57-46. In fact, right after the Apaches tied that game, Caleb Zuber hit a 3. Caleb Zuber is one of several players averaging 9 points per game. Golden Bears do not have a double-digit score on the season so far. However, Delta does have one player who's averaging in double figures on the season. We'll tell you more about that after this break here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. And welcome back, everyone, to this edition of high school basketball on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Bryan taking on Delta tonight. This is the 4th league game for both teams on the season. Well, Delta's leading scorer on the season is Brady Weimer. He's averaging 14.17 per game. He's the only player in this game averaging double figures so far on the season. I say he's the only player in this game. He actually will not be playing in this game. He's injured with a fractured growth plate in his hip, so he's not going to play tonight. So there won't be any double figure scores coming into this game getting on the court tonight. Seth Burris is one player that is the leading scorer aside from him. He's got 8 points per game. Ashton O'Brien not far behind with 6.23. And if you're wondering what kind of offense this Delta team runs, well, if you follow college basketball, you might say it looks a little bit similar to the Virginia Cavaliers run by head coach Tony Bennett. That's not to be confused with the singer, of course. Tony Bennett, the son of legendary head coach Dick Bennett. They run the blocker mover offense, which predominantly uses the guards moving around frequently and the post players mostly moving up and down the paint and setting screens for the guards being the movers and the post players being the blockers. Now, they use a lot of zone defense in the half-court scheme, so that'll be something to look out for the Golden Bears. Golden Bears, they've run quite a bit of zone on the season as well. And for the Golden Bears, again, can they establish their big men on the inside? That was something that they wanted to do coming into the season. Brandon Fisher kind of shifted his lineup, not his lineup, but shifted his scheme a little bit to revolve more around the big men because he knew he had several big men coming back this year. That was where more of his experience was, especially with the likes of Titus Rower, Reese Jackson, and Connor Lemons. And players have been rotating this season for the Golden Bears, some coming off the bench in some games and then starting others. Reese Jackson is going to come off the bench in this particular game. Adam Queen and Austin Dean have gotten chances to start, but they're going to come off the bench tonight. Talk more about the starting lineup as this game gets closer and closer. Meanwhile, this Delta team, they're coached by Derek Sheridan. His previous coaching job was at Maumee High School. He had that job for 9 years, and he is now in his first year taking over as the head coach at Delta. And again, brings that blocker mover offense so similar to what you see at Virginia. Of course, Virginia also runs the pack line defense, and it's not quite what we're going to see, you would think, from Delta in this particular game. Well, we got about 2 minutes before we get started between the Bryan Golden Bears and Delta here at Bryan High School. We're going to take a quick break and come back as we get closer to the start of this one here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
One thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
As the baby boomer generation tires of traditional send-offs, funerals are becoming increasingly more personalized. People are pre-planning their own remembrance gathering. Pre-planning is easy and will pay off both emotionally and financially for you and your family. Plus allows you more control over your last hurrah. At Krill Funeral Service, we're not just funeral directors. We are experts at helping hearts heal.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
At the Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of high school basketball here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. We'll turn it over to the PA announcer in just a moment for the announcement of the starting lineups. Both the Golden Bears and the Panthers of Delta coming into this game at 1-2 in league play on the season so far, trying to even their respective records and move ahead of each other. Right now, both teams are part of a four-way tie for fourth in the league standings. Now we'll turn it over to the PA announcer for the starting lineups.
Senior
student section forming the tunnel for the players to run through as they're announced. Of course, Chris Malenga, normally a part of our broadcast tonight, he's on assignment tonight. A tournament for St. Patrick Middle School, although the tournament is not at St. Patrick Middle School, but if I'm not mistaken, they are hosting it. So it'll be Connor Lemons to tip it off against Hunter Treshner-Reard. Check that, that's Titus Rower. Ready to tip it off for the Bears. Lemons on the other side of the timeline, and the tip is won by the Panthers. It's a Delta team that's riding a 4-game losing streak coming into today, and they're going to call that over and back. Jared Purvis stepped on the line. Well defended by Connor Shirky. Connor Shirky, one of 4 seniors on this Golden Bears team, and he makes an early impact. Less than 10 seconds in the ballgame, I might add. It's a 3-2 zone to start things out. Delta was going to play a lot of zone coming into this game. That's what they like to play in their half-court sets. They get it inside to Rower. Baseline drive, Shirky. Arthur thought about pulling the trigger, but a good closeout job by Brandon Reisner. 3-ball doesn't go from Zuver. And out muscling for the rebound was Seth Burris. Kerfis across the timeline, gets it inside to Burris. Looking for the backdoor cut, loose ball, and they're going to say that was touched last by the Panthers off the hands of Kerfis. And the Bears will take over. Back-to-back turnovers by the Panthers. Have yet to take a shot from the field so far. Bryan had the one undone on their last possession as they work it around back to Shirky. Shirky guarded well by Kerfis, and that's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bears. .6:53 to go here in this first quarter. The Bears try to improve to 10-7 on the season. They were riding a 3-game losing streak leading up to the game against Fairview. Zuver rattles home the 3. Well, Zuver, 2 quick shots and gets a made basket on the second possession. Bears lead it 3-0. Good press there by Zuver, and they force Kerfis to step out of bounds. Well, he's having a tough go of it so far. He's now turned the ball over, I believe, 3 times. Ball went off his hand on the last possession and went out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds on this possession, and on the first possession, committed the over and back, but Rower gets blocked inside. I think that was Treshner-Reard who got the block. Feed it inside to Burris, knocked away, and the Bears have it. Delta has turned it over on every possession so far. Shirky trying to go all the way in a crowd of green, and Titus Rower will go to the line. I think they got Kerfis for that one, and they did. We're only 2 minutes in, and Jared Kerfis adds a foul to a couple of turnovers. Still a lot of basketball to be played, though. Important free throws here for Titus Rower as the Bears swell their lead to 4-0. Make it 5-0. Just one made shot from the field for the Bears. Delta has yet to attempt a shot. They've turned the ball over 4 times in 4 possessions. That shot doesn't go. Offensive board, Burris able to put it home. Seth Burris, a guy averaging 8 points per game coming into this one. And the Panthers set up in their zone. Good ball movement by the Bears. Inside, Rower gets it to go. Rower with a crowd around him. And it's going to lead to an early timeout by Derek Sheridan. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. However, we will stay with you for this one. 4 turnovers in the first 4 possessions for Delta. Golden Bears will like that, though. as they're off to a 7-2 lead. Only 2 made shots from the field, however. They probably like a little bit more efficiency on the offensive side of the ball, but on that last possession, did a great job finding Rower in the middle of that zone defense. A lot of help from the baseline drive by Shirky. Only 1 shot taken by Delta so far in this game. Check that, 2 shots taken by Delta. They're 1 for 2 from the field, but with all those 4 turnovers, that kind of makes up for all the shots that they haven't taken. Looks like the Bears will bring some full court pressure. Shift back into the man-to-man. Triple team comes and stolen away by Rower. Up ahead to Arthur, and that's knocked out of bounds by Braden Reisner. And they're going to say Delta ball. I thought for sure that went off of Reisner's hand. I don't know how that's Delta ball, but they give it to the Panthers. Up ahead to Reisner. Gets it across the timeline. Loose ball. Nearly turned over again. Double dribble. And that's Kerfis again. I didn't see him pick up his dribble. But it's going to go as the 6th turnover against Delta. Golden Bears coming off a big win against Fairview. That snapped a 3-game losing streak. Pull-up jumper in and out from Lemons, and Burris able to pull down the board. So far, really neither team has dug into their bench yet. You'll likely see the Bears dig into their bench as this game goes on. Traveling is the call. Another turnover. A lot of these are just self-inflicted turnovers. That was Seth Burris who got called for traveling there. 3-2 zone by the Panthers. That's been their base defense so far tonight. Just 2 shots taken. One of those was made. Connor Arthur was thinking about the 3. Shirky gets cut off, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep it with the Bears. Only 1 foul committed so far. Bears have not committed a foul. Turnaround 3, Zuver left it short and right into the hands of Hunter Tresnan-Reard. Kerfis guarded by Shirky. Knocked away from behind. Connor Lemons, the pickpocket, left it short. Shirky puts it back. Shirky in the right place at the right time. That should have been 2 easy points for Lemons, but Shirky able to clean it up and make it a 9-2 lead for the Bears with 3:45 to go. Just 2 shots taken by Delta. They've turned the ball over 8 times. O'Brien with the basketball. He's got Zuver on him. He'll back it out. And this is Kerfis getting the pass off. Bears in the man-to-man. Good defense by Lemons. Somehow they get the pass off. Shot doesn't go. Ashton O'Brien with the miss there, and back the other way comes Connor Arthur. Inside to Rower. They've got Shirky open. Can't hit the 3, though. That was a good look from downtown. Loose ball. Kerfis lost the handle on the pass. The Bears almost turn it over, but they avoid that. Three from the wing. Zuver knocks it down. Give him 6 points, all from downtown. 12-2, Bryan leads it. Spinning away, there is Kerfis with Arthur on him. Shirky nearly had the steal on the double team, went up for the basketball right above his head. And almost poked away. Rower going for the steal that time. 12-2 in Bryan's favor. Morris hounded by Rower, and Rower's going to be called, Lemon's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be the first foul against the Golden Bears. We'll get our first substitutions of the game. Reese Jackson and Adam Queen coming for the Golden Bears. They get it into Kerfus. Looking for the backdoor cut, but that was well defended by Zuver. 3 ball short. Braden Reisner with the miss, and back the other way comes Arthur. He'll slow it down, allow his teammates to get back. Jackson against a double team, gets it to go. Nice move, Reese Jackson. Jackson comes off the bench and makes an immediate impact. Queen brings the double team. Kerfus does a good job to get away from that. Good find on the inside of the bucket for Josh Tresnan-Reard. Josh Tresnan-Reard, a kid who came in just moments ago on the substitution. First substitution of the game for Delta. Now the Bears just moving the ball around the zone. Got Jackson on the interior. Lemons, a little baseline jumper, a little bit too strong. Arthur chases it down, an extra possession for the Golden Bears. Arthur thinking about it. Good extra pass. Jackson, a little bit short. Offensive board. Zuver, he's going to the line. And I think they got Tresnan-Reard. They did. It's his second team foul against the Panthers. So Zuver will shoot 2. Successful on the first try. Zuver, a 69% free throw shooter coming into the game. And that percentage will go up after he makes back-to-back free throws. 8 points for Caleb Zuver, including a couple of threes. Final minute of the first quarter. We've got 40 seconds to play. It has been all Bryan, leading 16-4. Reisner almost lost it. He's got Queen guarding him. Reisner draws the double team inside and gets it to go. Tough shot by Braden Reisner. Cuts it down to a 10-point game. Final 20 seconds starting to tick away. The Bears can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Austin Dean, meanwhile, in the game for the first time. Actually, you got 3 subs on the floor for the Bears. Queen thought he had the shot, instead passed it up, and they're going to call traveling on Zuver. That 3 will not count. Crowd didn't like it. Oh, some half-hearted dribbling, I'll say that, on the part of Caleb Zuver. Desperation heave to end the quarter does not go. Bryan with a 16-4 lead over Delta. Second quarter comes your way next on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Keeping children safe on Ohio school buses is a priority for the Ohio State Highway Patrol. This is Lieutenant Bob Aschenfelder of the Defiance Post.
It hasn't changed.
Safety on the roadway is a shared responsibility. Even though motorists are required to stop as a safety measure, children should always look both ways before crossing the street and remain alert to any sudden traffic changes. Together, we can make this a safe school year.
It's hard to imagine that we're beginning another year. At Bryan Ford, we have so much to be thankful for. Our new space provides customers a more relaxing atmosphere to purchase a new or used vehicle. Or wait while our certified technicians get your vehicle back on the road. When it comes to price, every dealer has the same rebates and interest rates, but not every dealer will listen to you and find out exactly what you want and need. So stop by Bryan Ford Lincoln today and let us show you the Bryan Ford Advantage.
Bryan with a 16-6 lead as we get set to start the second quarter over Delta. It's a Delta team that came in at 3-10 on the regular season. Bryan was coming off a of a 3-game losing streak before taking on Fairview on the road. The Bears won that one after letting an 11-point lead slip away, and Fairview came back to tie that game. Looking for the backdoor cut. That's another turnover. Beyond the reach of Reisner. I believe that's 9 turnovers in the game by Delta. I mentioned Bryan let an 11-point lead slip away, but after Fairview came back to tie it, Bryan got their momentum back and won it by 11. Offensive rebound. Lemons going to the line. Check that. It's Titus Rower. A chance at a 3-point play for Titus Rower. That foul, by the way, is on Ashton O'Brien. And Rower completes the 3-point play, give him 7 points. Second leading scorer in this game. And Kerfis gets it across the timeline. Loose ball, O'Brien recovers. Tough shot on the inside, foul, no, traveling on Burris. Turnover number 10 by Delta, and folks, I should mention this, in the game right now is Drew Peters, who has missed, I believe, the entire season up to this point, but he turns it over. We'll just chalk that one up to the announcer jinx. Rebound there by Adam Queen. Peters draws the double team, feeds it outside, back to Dean. Bears were hoping they could get him back earlier in the season, but injury delayed his return, but he is now able to play again. That's a 2 if it goes from Austin Dean, and he splashes it home. Austin Dean was right on the line, but he'll take the bucket no matter what. Reisner with it, looking inside. 10 turnovers so far in this game committed by Delta. That's a big reason that the Bears are ahead by 15. Burris, the high post. 3 ball on the way is no good. Delta does not have a made 3. Queen was looking to get out and run, and that pass stolen away from Rower. Rower threw the pass looking for Peters. Kerfis guarded by Dean. Looking for the backdoor cut. Reisner puts it home. Brandon Reisner cuts it down to a 13-point game. Drew Peters open, feeds it inside. He'll try the 3, off the mark. I think that would have been Peters' first points of the season. Foul called. That's going to be on Austin Dean as he makes contact on Jared Kerfish. Dean's first. The second team foul against the Bears. Connor Lemons will come into the game along with Connor Shirky as the Bears get 2 starters back on the floor. Shirky guarding Kerfis. Kerfis able to get away from him. Back outside to O'Brien. He's got Peters on him. Lemons going for the steal. Did not get it. Bucket won't fall. Offensive rebound, though, Reisner. Loose ball. O'Brien able to recover and throws it away. I think Kerfis knew he wasn't going to catch that one. It was way too high. Connor Arthur back in the game now. So you got Jackson in the middle of that zone, trying to get it to him. So far, the Bears forced to move the ball outside the zone. trying to get it to the interior, haven't been able to. Got Jackson along the block this time. Feed to Lemons, foul call. And Lemons will head to the line. Ashton O'Brien gets called for the foul. And Connor Lemons will be at the line. He has yet to make a shot today, but he sinks the first of 2 free throws. For Lemons gives the Bears a 15-point lead, and Caleb Zuber will check back in. Zuber, the only player in this game to hit a three. Delta does not have a made three. The Bears have 2, both courtesy of Caleb Zuber. Shirky looked like he was in position to steal that basketball. Instead, it's Delta's possession. Kerfis gets it across the timeline. Delta has turned the ball over 11 times, but Kerfis able to save the possession that time off the leg of Shirky. This is DJ Davis set to inbound. DJ Davis also played on the JV team. He's one of 2 players dressing for varsity. 2 JV players dressing for varsity, that is. The other one being Chase Stickley. 51. We have yet to see him in the game. Feed outside to Reisner. Got Burris posting up, and he'll get it out outside the 3-point line. Shot fake off the 3. Shirky trying to stay with Reisner with Kerfis as he goes baseline and steps out of bounds. I believe that's 12 turnovers committed by Delta. Now, this looks a little bit more like the pack line defense. I was talking earlier about how Delta plays the blocker mover offense, which the Virginia Cavaliers play. Cavs also play the pack line defense. Shot missed there by Shirky, but Derek Sheridan came into this game saying that his team was going to play a lot of zone defense in the half court. Pack line is kind of like a zone, but has a specific set to it. Just everybody lines up very close to the paint in the pack line. Feed inside, loose ball, and a foul call. They're going to get Cannon Lamberson for grabbing the arm of Hunter Tresnan-Reard. It's a non-shooting foul, and only the 3rd team foul against the Bears, so no free throws coming just yet. Delta is coached by an experienced head coach, Derek Sheridan, coached 9 years at Maumee High School. Feed inside, they get it to Tresnan-Reard, and he puts it home. It's Hunter Tresnan-Reard. He's on the board for the first time. The Bears with a 13-point lead, trying to add to it. Zuber almost turned it over. Gets it back at the top of the key. He'll try from downtown, a little bit too strong. Lemons uses that height to grab the board. Shirky from the corner. A good closeout job by Reisner. Lamberson, tough shot, gets it to fall. Lamberson's on the board for the first time. Cannon's dad, Steve Lamberson, is an assistant on the varsity basketball team. Taken away, Connor Shirky creates the turnover. Shirky trying to get inside. Zuber might have been thinking about trying that 3, but thought better of it. Lemons along the baseline, got it! Connor Lemons from a tough angle That's his first bucket from the field tonight. Poked away, but they're going to get Shirky for the foul. Scrappy play there by Shirky, but in this case it costs him. Shirky's first. He was one of the returning letter winners for the Golden Bears. .111 to go in this second quarter, and they get it into DJ Davis. Feed inside, Tresnan reared the turnaround jumper. And now we're inside the final minute of play, and since there's no shot clock at the high school level, the Golden Bears can choose to hold for the final shot of the half. Arthur will drive and kick. Zuver will take one right away and knocks it home. Zuver reaches double figures. He's the first player that you can say that for. It's an 18-point lead for the Bears. Poked away. Connor Arthur the steal. 2-on-2 to the glass. Puts it home. Connor Arthur the blow-by bucket. And it's a 20-point lead for the Bears. And now you would think Delta would try to hold for the final shot. Down to 4 seconds. Spinning in is O'Brien. He didn't get it off. Well, this has not been a good day for Delta when you factor in all the turnovers. I believe 12 turnovers in this half. But for Bryan, they take a 20-point lead into halftime, 32-12. And they'll like the way that they finished off the half. Back-to-back buckets in the final minute of play. 32-12 at halftime. We will be right back after this break here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of high school basketball here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. It is 32-12, Bryan leading Delta at halftime. We'll go ahead and give you the statistics so far. Leading the way for Bryan in scoring is Caleb Zuver with 11 points, Titus Rower with 7, Connor Levins with 4, and a whole bunch of other players with 2 apiece. Those include Connor Shirky, Cannon Lamberson, Austin Dean, and Connor Arthur. For Delta, Hunter Tresnan-Reard has 4. Braden Reisner has 4 as well. Josh Tresnan-Reard and Seth Burris have 2 apiece, and that's all the scoring for Delta. And the Golden Bears were able to force Delta into, I believe it was 12 turnovers in the first half. A lot of those turnovers they were able to turn into points. Now, some of those were self-inflicted turnovers on the part of Delta, but the Golden Bears will take the 20-point lead here at halftime. By the way, I should mention our camera operator, Shar, is celebrating her birthday today. So, Shar, happy birthday from all of us here at BMU and at the Golden Bears Sports Network. So the Golden Bears leading 32-12 at halftime. We will take a break and come back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation
Ford Lincoln. It's hard to imagine that we're beginning another year. At Bryan Ford, we have so much to be thankful for. Our new space provides customers a more relaxing atmosphere to purchase a new or used vehicle. Or wait while our certified technicians get your vehicle back on the road. When it comes to price, every dealer has the same rebates and interest rates, but not every dealer will listen to you and find out exactly what you want and need. So stop by Bryan Ford Lincoln today and let us show you the Bryan Ford Advantage.
When Cameron's family came to us with a plea for help, we put our minds and our hearts into creating a solution. Selfless teamwork made the impossible possible. NSCC really is the heart of education.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto. For over 40 years, Bryan.
As the baby boomer generation tires of traditional send-offs, funerals are becoming increasingly more personalized. People are pre-planning their own remembrance gathering. Pre-planning is easy and will pay off both emotionally and financially for you and your family. Plus allows you more control over your last hurrah. At Krill Funeral Service, we're not just funeral directors. We are experts at helping hearts heal.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
They say there is strength in numbers. In Bryan, we have always taken pride in supporting our Golden Bear student athletes in all of their sporting endeavors. The Bryan Athletic Boosters now have a chance for you to get into the game. If you're Bryan proud, it's time to become Bryan strong. Whether you were a BHS athlete, are raising a BHS athlete, or just love supporting our Bryan High School athlete, this is your chance to be part of the BHS sporting community. Talk to any board member today on how easy it is to join, or contact us at 419-636-4536.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and High-Speed Internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
The Williams County Veterans Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veterans Service Office.
Welcome back, everyone. We are about to start the second half between the Bryan Golden Bears and the Delta Panthers. It's Bryan leading 32-12, and of course a lot of that had to do with the turnovers turnovers committed by Delta. They committed 12 of them in the first half. Some of those were forced by good scrappy defense by the Golden Bears. Others were unforced turnovers, self-inflicted wounds committed by Delta. Bryan's going to start out in the second half with the ball, leading by 12. Pretty good crowd on hand for this varsity game. And by the way, our next basketball broadcast will be 10 days from now here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. As Bears work the ball around the perimeter, stolen away. And one of the few times that Delta has been able to force a turnover. They do it on the Bears' first possession. This is Kerfis, who's had a tough go of it, loses the ball. Arthur came to bring the double team, and Arthur will get the bucket. A turnover leading to points in the early going helps to make up for the turnover the Golden Bears committed at the start of this half. That's 13 turnovers committed by Delta so far, and make it 14. That one right off the hands of Reisner. Open to the wing is Shirky. Trying to get it inside to Lemons, but Lemons well guarded. Feed inside to Rower. Arthur open for three, in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Tresnan Reard. Wide open inside. Burris can't put it home. He was wide open. So I think it was Zuber who came to close out. It was Zuber. The Golden Bears with a 22-point lead, their largest of the game. Delta sticking with the zone defense, and a turnover forced by Reisner. He fell to the ground, but Kerfis was there to pick it up. Good job jumping the route, jumping the passing lane, I should say, on the part of Reisner. Tresnan Reard against a triple team. That's a kickball out of bounds, right off the foot of Burris. A little bit of pressure put on by Delta. Not surprising, down 22 points in the third quarter. Shirky able to beat the press, and that's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Bears. Long inbound to Rower. Immediate catch and shoot, but it's short. Waiting for the double team. Does not come. Get it inside. Loose ball. Right off the hands of Burris. And here goes Connor Lemons. One-on-one to the basket. He scores. He just went one-on-one with a 6-foot guard and beat him to the basket. (36-12). Shirky, active hands on the part of Connor Shirky, does not get the turnover just yet. Looking for the lob inside. O'Brien left it short. Here comes Arthur the other way. He's going to slow it down. Shirky from the wing nails a three. That's 5 points for Shirky. Third triple of the game for the Bears. The first one that somebody for Bryan, aside from Caleb Zuber, has hit a three. O'Brien with the extra feed. Burris gets it to go. A 25-point lead for Bryan as Delta sets up in the zone. Up top for Arthur, gets into the paint. Here's Zuber for three. It's short. Almost bounced in the second time, but a foul called. And I think that's going against the Bears. Or is it going against the Panthers? It is going against the Panthers. It's on Burris. And meanwhile, Drew Peters comes into the game, and I think that's a reason why the crowd started to get a little bit amplified. Peters has missed most of the season due to injury. Here's Zuber. A little too strong from the corner on that three-pointer. This is Kerfis across the timeline, picked up by Peters. And back out to Reisner. Open on the wing is DJ Davis. Reisner gets it back inside. Burris, no good, out of bounds and off the hands of Jackson. And that's going to bring up an extra possession for Delta with 3:47 to go in the third. High and off the hands, Queen picks it up. Adam Queen to the basket, count it, and a foul. Cheerleaders singing his praises on the sideline, actually on the baseline. Tried to bank in the free throw, but it wouldn't go. Adam Queen, he's a guy that played junior varsity as a junior. That's off the foot of Reisner and out of bounds, and he was pleading his case with the official, but it did not work. Another turnover. Committed by the Panthers. Austin Dean with it, feeds it to Jackson. Extra pass to Rower. A lot of ball movement on this possession. It's ripped away. Seth Burris with the steal. Ripped it right out of Jackson's hands. Rower trying to take it right back. He saves it into the hands of Queen. Inside Rower gets to the glass. Foul before the shot, it appeared. I think they are going to call it on the floor. They get Reisner for that one. Braden Reisner's first foul of the game. (41-14) in Bryan's favor. Just 2 points scored by Delta here in the second half. Bryan has 9 points scored in the second half. Drew Peters going to let one go. Can't knock it down. Jackson is there for the putback. It's been a quiet night for him. He's got 4 points, but he gives his team a 29-point lead. Recently in the game is Mike Eckenrode. Number 1, tipped away by Rower, and into the backcourt. Rower has it. 1-on-2. They call the foul before the shot, well before the shot, in fact. Rower went down pretty hard, but luckily he's back on his feet. And that's going to be on DJ Davis. Peters gets it in. 2-3 zone this time from the Panthers. Jackson out on the wing, gives it up to Peters. The Delta players are doing a good job closing out before the shooters get squared. Inside to Jackson. Triple teamed. Actually had 4 defenders around him, and Reisner able to save that one, but does Jackson get it back? I think he did. Brandon Fisher calls timeout, and they give it to him. A 30-second timeout. We'll take it right with him on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Here at the Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
Welcome back, everybody. Bryan with a 43-14 lead. They've outscored Delta 9-2. Check that, 11-2 here in the third quarter. And Delta continues to turn the ball over. Open is Zuver. He'll try the 3. In and out. Oh, Queen just overran it. Had a chance at the offensive board. If I'm not mistaken, it's 16 turnovers committed so far by Delta. Bryan will be happy with the results when this one's all said and done, unless Delta were to come back from 29 points down. This is the largest the lead has been for Bryan. Drew Peters playing for the first time in quite a while. Zuver will try again. Misses again, and right into the hands of Eckenrode. And we're inside the final minute of play here in the third quarter with Bryan up by 29. Delta turned the ball over their first 4 possessions of the game. Got an experienced head coach in Derek Sheridan. He certainly does not like to see that. Jackson pulls down the board. Quick outlet to Peters, trying to get inside. The blow by, and Peters with a bucket. If I'm not mistaken, that's his first points of the season. And the crowd loves it. He missed so much of the season due to injury. Was able to play during football season, but did not get in basketball until tonight. Eckenrode from the wing, missed the three. Jackson has the board and gets fouled. 8.6 to go. That, by the way, was on Eckenrode, his first. Dean will get it across the timeline. Bears looking to get it off the final shot of the quarter. They do, and Queen almost put it home. That was halfway down. But Bryan goes up 45-14. As we get set for the start of the fourth quarter, back after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
For over 40 years, Bryan, Ohio has been home to the only import vehicle repair specialist in Northwest Ohio, Suburban Auto. Whether it's an Asian or European vehicle, Suburban has the knowledge and experience to keep your import or domestic car running strong. Do you have a hybrid vehicle that's acting up? Suburban is your one-stop hybrid repair shop. Don't be fooled by the one-size-fits-all repair shops. There is no substitute for experience. Come see the import repair pros, Suburban Auto.
At Creel Funeral Service, we are professionals with the sincere desire to reward every family who have placed their trust and confidence in us by being attentive to every detail, displaying the highest level of courtesy and compassion, and providing the greatest measure of respect for their wishes. As remembrance planners, our goal is to help families find joy in the way they choose to remember, honor, and celebrate the wonderful life of their loved one. Creel Funeral Service, we are experts at helping hearts heal.
Bryan leads at 45-14 as we start the fourth quarter. The story of the game has been the turnovers that they've been able to force. Of course, some of those turnovers were unforced. Delta has turned the ball over, if I'm not mistaken, 16 times in the game. And Bryan with a 31-point lead. It is their largest. Trying to get it inside. The only player on the interior there was Jared Kerfus. And this is the blocker mover offense that Delta is running, a style that I believe was originally invented by longtime head coach Dick Bennett at Wisconsin Green Bay. His son Tony Bennett, the head coach of Virginia, uses that same system with the Cavaliers. And by the way, that's not to be confused with Tony Bennett, the singer. And that one right off the foot of the official, who I believe was standing on the line, so that's a turnover. And another self-inflicted turnover right off the hands of Reisner. Austin Dean will get it across the timeline. The Golden Bears with a very comfortable lead. Inside to Jackson, and he's bumped and fouled. Tresnan reared for, I believe, his first. And that is his first. Open is Queen from the wing, right off the inbound, can't knock it home, but Lamberson chases down the board. Good ball movement, though, by the Bears, and Zuver left it short. Austin Dean gets the rebound. Back out to Queen. This time won't even think about trying. Won't even think about trying a three ball, but now he will, and it's no good. Lamberson skies for the board, but has it ripped away by DJ Davis. Almost lost his footing a bit there. Eckenrode has it at the top of the key. Open man in the corner. It was Hunter Hamilton, and a foul called against the Bears with 6:05 to go. They call it on Jackson. Check that, Adam Queen. Number 3 called for the foul. And Drew Peters back in the game. Jackson, but right into the hands of Josh Tresnan-Reard. Drew Peters almost got the steal. Backdoor cut, and the bucket goes. Hunter Hamilton. Now, Delta has 3 players on injured reserve. One of them is their leading scorer, Brady Weimer. He's one of the top 10 scorers in the NWAL. Stolen away. Eckenrode got a hand on that one. Now, the Bears already have a comfortable lead, but they have not scored here in the fourth quarter. We got an offensive foul here against the Panthers. So Bryan will take over. One zone this time from Delta. They like to play a lot of zone in the half court. Played a couple of different styles of zone. They've played the 2-3. They've played the 3-2. They'll play the 1-3-1, which they're doing right now. I believe I even saw the pack line defense. Another style of play that was invented by Dick Bennett. Foul called on the interior. That's a blocking foul on Delta. And I believe that's going to be the 8th team foul of this half. So that's going to be 1-1, 7th team foul of the half. But that's still going to mean 1-1. It's Eckenrode who's called for the foul. And Adam Queen will go to the line. Queen's only a 20% free throw shooter. But it is a small sample size. He's only been to the line 5 times this year. Rather, he's only shot 5 free throws, but make it 6. He does sink the first one. Second one, no good. Golden Bears will not be held scoreless here in the fourth quarter. But they still don't have a shot from the field. However, they do have a comfortable 30-point lead. That could have easily been called a carry on DJ Davis. Reisner trying to get it inside. Instead gets it to Tresnan-Reard on the outside. Eckenrode to the corner. Had Reisner cutting down the baseline. He's out on the wing right now. Davis just thinking about the step back. Austin Dean able to cut him off. Dean nearly got the steal. That ball headed out of bounds, and Queen is just going to let it go. Extra pass to Jackson. He'll pull up, left it short. And back across the timeline comes Davis. Dean picks him up defensively. Nice feed to Davis, but he loses the ball. Right back to Eckenrode. Just barely avoids the turnover. That was Lamberson on him defensively. Tresnan-Reard leading it to Jackson. Queen had a shot at a turnover there. And that one's stolen right back by Peters. Up ahead to Jackson. Jackson finishes with the dunk. Just 6 points so far for Jackson, but able to finish with the one-hand jam there. Foul called meanwhile on Dean. It's going to be the second team foul and Dean's second personal. And now some of the subs will come into the game for the Bears. This is Davis with it, has it knocked away and stole it. And a foul called. We'll see who they call it on. They got O'Brien. Nope, O'Brien's not on the court. I think they got number 51. That's Chase Stickley. They said it's on Jacob Schneider. First free throw is good. Braden Showalter there with the make. He's 2 for 2. And Showalter who got the steal. A 34-point lead for the Bears. They're about to win their second straight. With the big road win against Fairview. Now Fairview is 6-7. But that was on the road against a team that likes to play a lot of good defense. Also, that was a Fairview team that came back from 11 points down to tie the game. The Bears weathered that storm and still won by 11. Tough shot on the inside. Hunter Hamilton. Good ball movement around the zone. Out to Peters. And Peters already got his first bucket of the season earlier in this game. He's got it again, but right now the Bears content to let some time tick off the clock. Lamberson double team. Showalter going to try for three, but it's short. Right into the hands of Peters. That doesn't go. Lamberson couldn't snag it. Back to Showalter. Kind of a desperation shot there. Shot fake. Peters, no good. Showalter grabs it, and they call the foul. It's on Jaden Schneider. Excuse me, Jacob Schneider. That's his second. And that'll send Showalter right back to the line where he was 2 for 2 on his last trip. First one good. Just a minute 25 to go. Again, the Bears looking to even their record in league play at 2-2. 2 for 2 on this trip is Showalter. 4 for 4 for the night. Davis, well guarded by Showalter. Tresnan-Reard hits the jumper. Josh Tresnan-Reard. Back outside to Peters. Tough catch on the interior. Showalter with the extra pass. And that one does not go. The shot missed there. And we're inside the final minute of play with the Golden Bears leading by 32 points. This is Schneider, gives it up to Stickley. And a foul call. That's going to be on Lamberson with 30.6 seconds to go. Check that. The foul was on Delta, and that's ripped away by Schneider, but he knocked it out of bounds. It's been a frustrating night for Delta, all the turnovers that they've given up. Bears able to beat the pressure, and right now they will likely just let the clock run down, maybe take a shot towards the end. But they're going to walk out of here with a 52-20 victory over Delta. And there's the final seconds ticking away. And the Golden Bears will win back-to-back. After losing 3 straight, they beat Fairview and Delta in consecutive games. (52-20) is your final from here at Bryan High School. We'll be back with some post-game after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
It's been said a million times, there's nothing in the world more important than family. We understand that at Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory. Our entire staff is like family to us. They are some of the most caring, thoughtful, and dedicated people in our industry. In fact, our newest members are part of my family. When the time comes for your family to say goodbye, remember our family, Oberlin Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory in Bryan, Sherwood, West Unity, and Hamilton.
It's pretty obvious that there is a huge inventory of trailers at Jason Deach Trailer Sales in Edgerton. But what you can't see is how many parts they have available. Axles, brakes, doors, fenders, hitches, hinges, electrical, lighting, suspensions, tie-downs, toolboxes, tires, and wheels. If it's a part you need for your trailer, you can get it online or in person at Jason Deach Trailer Sales on the east side of Edgerton.
The Williams County Veteran Service Office, our mission is plain and simple. We are here to serve our local Williams County veterans and their dependents. We are staffed with trained service officers who have the compassion and understanding to assist their fellow veterans in obtaining all federal and state benefits that they have earned. Additionally, we provide emergency financial assistance and transportation to VA medical centers. So if you're a veteran or a dependent of a veteran, stop in today and see how we can help you at the Williams County Veteran Service Office.
Last year, over 390 people in Ohio were killed because someone chose to get behind the wheel impaired. This is Lieutenant Bob Ashenfelder of the Ohio State Highway Patrol's Defiance Post. As part of the patrol's ongoing effort to contribute to a safer Ohio, troopers will continue an increased focus on impaired driving arrests in 2018. But we can't fight this battle on our own. We need your commitment to plan ahead by designating a sober driver or call for a ride. If you drink, don't drive.
The thing that hasn't changed here at Bryan Ford Lincoln is our commitment to service. It's in everything we do. It's in our mission statement. Our goal is simple: customers for life. Kick back in our newly renovated service lounge or business center. We pick up and deliver throughout the local area at no charge. So the next time you need service on your Ford or competitive make vehicle, come out and see us at Bryan Ford Lincoln and see why we've earned Ford Motor Company's President's Award 7 times running.
Tonight's broadcast of Golden Bear Sports is proudly streamed by BMU Cable and high-speed internet. BMU is your hometown local provider for digital HD cable and high-speed internet. Call BMU today at 419-633-6100 or visit us on the web at cityofbryan.net. Go Bears from all of us at BMU.
The hands-on training and education at Northwest State opens doors for good paying career opportunities with great local manufacturers. That helps me, my family, and my community.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bryan High School. Bryan defeats Delta 52-20. Thad Goff here up in the booth, and I'm joined by head coach Brandon Fisher. This is a lot like football season, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels good to be back, man.
Well, Brandon, obviously a good win for your team, especially in the sense that after you had 3 straight losses, you come back with back-to-back victories, one on the road, and then here tonight in front of the home crowd against Delta.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that the stretch we had in our schedule, we were playing very well, and it was brutal. You know, a Northview team that's top 5 in Ohio, and Wassiana is top 10, and Archibald is number 1. I mean, I thought our kids played great. Could have played better in the Archibald game, but you know, just a couple really, really close from getting some monster wins, you know, that they've been trying to get. So I didn't think we were playing bad at all. I thought we were competing, you know, with some teams that a lot of people struggle with. So Saturday was huge, kind of get our momentum back, and tonight was really good to see the kids go out and execute.
And, of course, a big factor in this game was the turnovers that Delta committed. Now, some of those were unforced, but others were just guys making plays on the ball. What did you think of the way your guys played defensively?
I thought it was good. You know, we had the game plan to trap them a little bit. You know, they struggle handling the ball a little bit. You know, their coach does a great job. He's a guy that used to be at Maumee, and, you know, I know a little bit, and he does a nice job with them. You know, he's building that up, just started there this year, and he's a good coach, good guy. So, but we knew they were going to struggle to handle the ball, so we tried to trap them. A couple times early, we messed it up a little bit, got helped out, I think, with a couple unforced errors on their part. But later on, I thought we settled down and did a nicer job of being a little bit more fundamental.
And, of course, Drew Peters able to get in the game tonight. He's a guy who, if I'm not mistaken, hadn't gotten on the court up until tonight. What was it? How good was it to get him back on the court?
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years. You know, it's a kid that last year would have been a starter and tore his ACL, and this year, would have been a starter and had a broken toe from football, and we've been trying to get him back. We get him back, and it seemed like every time he came back, something else went wrong, and we had to have him sit out some more. So the plan was to have him practice all week, and obviously the snow didn't let us do that, but we had to start getting him in there if we felt better. We had to get him in there and make sure we try and get him ready for the tournament. That'd be an incredible boost, to our kids and our team if we can get him ready and in shape and ready to go, because he's a mentally tough kid, and I felt terrible for him this whole time not getting back and being able to play. And tonight I had a big smile when he scored. That was great. That was awesome to see happen. He's such a good kid. I was a nervous wreck at the end. We had to keep him in just to get his legs in shape, to try and keep going, getting him built up. But I was a nervous wreck towards the end with the last two and a half minutes, just hoping that we would hold up. He's going to be a little sore, but I think he'll be all right.
Well, it's going to be a full week before your next game. That's going to be a road game, actually back-to-back road games against Patrick Henry and Liberty Center. But a full week of practice before that game. How much are you looking forward to that one?
Actually, we're playing Monday. We have a makeup game. Monday. Yeah, it was the one that got canceled. So Monday night, the 4th, we're going to Van Wert and playing down there, JV and varsity both. So we'll try and make sure everybody remembers that, because that's about an hour trip down there. So they're playing well. We got to go against them, another WBL team, and they've been getting better and better. So we got a tough one Monday now. We only got really a day to kind of get ready for that and rest up, and then we got another weekend Friday. So we still got a lot to go. We got 5 games to go. In the tournament, so got to do as much as we can before the tournament draw.
There'll be 3 straight road games for you. Brandon Fisher, thanks for joining us here on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Good to be back, man.
Good to have you back. So the Golden Bears get the victory, 52-20. The final, we'll read off the final statistics before we sign off. Leading scorer for the Bears was Caleb Zuver with 11 points. He was the only player to reach double figures in this one. Titus Rower gets 7 points when all said and done. Reese Jackson with 6. Connor Lemons with 6. Connor Shirkey with 5. Connor Arthur with 4. Adam Queen with 3. Austin Dean and Cannon Lamberson and Drew Peters combined with 2 apiece. For Delta, they only had 5 scores with 4 points apiece. They couldn't muster any more than that. Braden Reisner had 4. Hunter Hamilton had 4. So did Hunter Tresnan-Reard and Josh Tresnan-Reard. Seth Burris also contributing with 4. The Golden Bears win this one 52-20. And again, they'll be on the road against Van Wert on Monday. The start of 3 consecutive road games for the Golden Bears. And here on the Golden Bear Sports Network, our next broadcast is scheduled for February the 11th. That'll be against Ottawa Hills, girls basketball against Ottawa Hills here on the Golden Bear Sports Network. Until then, for everyone at the Golden Bear Sports Network, I'm Thad Goff saying so long from Bryan High School. You've been watching high school basketball here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, 52-50 the final.